We are going live right now. So, hey, it is just about. Hello, friends. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, friends. How are you? How are you? Good morning, Amy. Great to see you. Welcome. Welcome, Donna. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Judy, how are you? Good to see you. So great you are here. Dropping stuff. Good morning, John. Great to see everyone. Good morning. Dana, you're not late. Here you are. Hi, friends. Hey, there's Vicky, everybody. Hey, there's Maggie. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Reverend Andy.
Hey.
How are you?
Hello.
Excellent.
That is Kim from United Way of Greater Fall River, the master blaster, the maker of all things. She's terrific, and this is her crew that have been a part of feeding 180 some odd households this morning. If that's not exciting, if that didn't get your blood flowing, get your pulse checked, because they are doing great things over here. And so it's been a privilege for us and a bunch of people in the church to be a part of this. Hey, good morning, Kristen. Great to see you here this morning. Good morning, Sharon. You know, I'm always amazed by their willingness to lean into this world, and with all the troubles and the sadness of it, you know. So we're coming to. I'm going to step back here, and so good morning, everybody. It is 11:11 on the 4th day of June. We are the 4th day that I want to thank everybody. Good morning, Sharon. I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes yesterday. It was terrific. The big thing was that we got to go to dinner. And if you're like me, that is a great treat to actually sit at a table and enjoy that which we have taken for granted for so long. And as I was coming back from that, it's one of those things, and just again continuing to watch the world. I think about and then knowing I was coming here to be a part with these great people and all their smiles and all their fun and all their joy in the act of healing the world. That there is great grief in our midst. There's great sorrow, and it reminded me that there's two places in Bible where Jesus cries, where and one is that he starts is when he encounters Lazarus, and Lazarus has died, and he looks at the grief of the Jewish community, because Lazarus was a popular and guy, the grief of Mary and Martha, his dear friends, who are heartbroken, and his own grief that he was, because he loved Lazarus. He's a great friend, and that he weeps for Lazarus. Even though he knows a few minutes later and Lazarus is gonna be up and about. He sees the grief of the world, and he cries. And then the second time is when he comes to Jerusalem, and he's on his way to Jerusalem. Good morning, Jamie. How are you? He's on his way to Jerusalem, and as he reaches the brow of the city, and he looks out over the city. He looks out over all the people and all the things and all that's happening and all that's not happening in the city, and the preparations that are getting ready for the Passover festival, and in that moment, He looks at the city and he weeps. He cries for the city of Jerusalem. You see, we think about Jesus as a universal character. We think about him as this profoundly and deeply big picture guy, where concerned with the universals of the world. But actually, the reality is he was radical local. He was radically localized. He weeps for Jerusalem. He weeps for his place, his city, his zip code. And we here in Fall River, we're weeping for ours, and in our grief, the folks at United Way of Greater Fall River and that have been stirred from that grief to work to heal the world. See, that's the thing about that. That's the thing about that is that our grief stirs us to heal and to bring and to just as Jesus' grief was stirred to heal Lazarus, so too was Jesus' grief for the Jerusalem came to heal the whole world. But it started radically local. And so my encouragement for you this day is I want you to think locally about what's happening. I want you to think radically locally. I want you to think about the person next to you. That maybe that's in your house. Maybe that's part of your life. Maybe that's in somewhere in here that's next door. I want you to seek to heal that grief. Be a part of that world. Be a part of that change. Stop thinking about all, people are, we think we have these conversations where we say we love people. Well, people are annoying. People are difficult. People have all sorts of things that they don't like. Some people walk around with spinach in their teeth and they won't listen to you. Some people laugh funny. People, when we start looking at particulars, are often difficult to love. But when we talk about people in general, we should love them. Jesus never loved anybody in general. Everything has been done radically locally, radically particularly, radically person to person to person. And that's our invitation. Our invitation, we're not out here to save the world. We're not out here to save everything that's in it. We're not out here to say to be heroes of all that is and all this. We're here to help one person, and then maybe help another person. And reflect the love that dwells in us to the love that dwells around the world. You see, that's the whole thing. Good morning, Cecile. Good morning, Susan. Great to see you. You see, it's the great challenge of our age is we have people marching in the street because they're offended by injustice or they're worried about the world, and those are right and good things to be worried about. We should not ally with injustice, and we should not. But the reality is that the act of loving, the act of caring, is a radically personal act, and it can't be any other way. It cannot be another way. And so, as you encounter your grief in these days, I want to invite you to not just look at the grand sorrow of the world. I want to invite you to look at the sorrow right in front of you, at the person that's hurting, the guy down the street that lost his job and doesn't know what to do with it, the person the older person that's too afraid to go outside, the business owner that's had a window smashed out, whatever it is. I want you to look right there, right here, and right now, and lean into that reality, because that's the grief that Jesus comes to heal. That's the grief that Jesus weeps over when he looks at his city. He looks at his little podunk town in the middle of the dusty Middle East, and he loves it into being so radically that it transforms the world. So radically that it transforms the world. How much can we love our podunk little town and dusty little place where we live and let it transform the world as well? All right, friends, that is the invitation for today. We got a few more boxes to move, I think, before we're out of here. It is such a gift. That's Maggie. Where'd she go? She ran away. Oh, there she is. Say hi to Maggie, everybody. Hi.
Reverend Andy, I want to let you know those boxers are going to Sandra.
Oh, awesome. That's so exciting. Thank you. Oh, that's great. That's great. we've actually been working as a side project of about 20 families that have been in need and have been struggling to get some help, and Sandra has been the one that has been kind of spearheading that, and so we're actually making that happen today. So that's a little bit of a win for us. So it is good days. Good things are happening, even amidst all the scary and all the awful and all the things. So don't be afraid to grieve. Don't be afraid to cry for this world. And when you do, let your tears be moved to the radically local, the radically personal, right in your midst, right in your town, right in your zip code, right in your street, right in your place. Because that's the place that when Jesus loved that, the whole world changed. And when we do, our whole world will change. All right, friends, that is our hope for today. It's been a joy. We will be at worship on Sunday. We will be on Facebook Live, and we will also be gathering in our. We'll be gathering in worship at 10 a.m. at 282 Rock Street, right there. We will be we will be partaking in communion. So we have that. We've got some special secret ways, or not really secret. Okay, that's kind of silly, but we have some ways in which that is prepared so that it's safe and non-contaminating and all that sort of stuff. So we are gonna celebrate the Lord's Supper. There is no more powerful time for us than to gather around the Lord's table and to be fed and to remember the one that wept for us, remember the one that wept for his local city, to remember the one that wept for his dear friend, and in that weeping, in that grief, that gave birth to new life and new grace and new peace and new hope in the loving of the world right here, right now, right where we are. It's our most gracious and wonderful gift. It is the gift of our tears for the people around us and the world that we love, and that those tears can go forward to heal the world. All right, friends, we will pick up 11:11 next Tuesday. Please come and worship with us wherever you are. It would be love to see you either on Facebook Live or in person. That would be a joy. But either way, know that each one of you. Hi, Bonnie Braga. Hi, Vicky. Vicky was out making deliveries this morning. Wherever we are, that you all will know that you are a part of this community, that we've been journeying together these days, and that we are here for you and you are here for us, and that we might walk together through these hard days. All right, blessings of grace and peace, friends.